Hi, Nicole Scott here from Mobile Geeks, and today I'm going to be looking at the top 5 business features of the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2. This is a big tablet that's aiming for productivity. It has some really interesting software inclusions from Samsung that might be able to make Android one of those devices that could replace your laptop. Let's find out. The Samsung Galaxy Note Pro has a 2560 by 1600 pixel display. It's 12.2 inches and it's built for productivity. The 2560 by 1600 display resolution makes this a productivity workhorse, and it's also an absolutely gorgeous display. When you look at things like the Digitizer pen, let's just pull up the sketchbook, which actually comes natively. So you can choose your different brush sizes. And what's cool about this is that it has 1,000 different pressure levels. So I'm going to choose this one here. I'm going to increase the radius there. So it's kind of like actually, why don't we just go with a brush? No. There we go. So you can kind of see that I can go lighter, heavier. Say I picked, I think this, actually one of these pencils shows it off just a little bit better. So you see how if I just press really lightly, it's barely, you can actually barely see that in the camera. Can you kind of see that? Super lightly. So in addition to being productivity for business, just being able to implement a stylus if you're an artist or if you are actually doing some sketches for work. So at the end of the day, what does having a stylus mean? It means more accurate handwriting. So it may look more like my handwriting, but that's not actually going to improve my handwriting. Now that Samsung has given us all of this screen real estate, it's about how we're going to use it. If we pull to the right, there's a bunch of applications that we can use in pop-up mode. So My Files kind of gives us a file manager. So this is very similar to what we would have on a Windows PC. But what's cool is we can pull up a whole bunch of different applications at the same time as well. Things like the HandCom viewer, also very good for productivity. Actually, that would be the next point. What can we use within here for productivity? So let's just pull that aside. Bloomberg Business Week is pre-subscribed, preloaded, and you see that we have all of the things that we can pull up and pop up on top. So let's just get rid of that. Again, you can see they shrink down, right? So you can choose to use them however you like, whenever you like, within whatever application you like. So that's kind of the increased multitasking. So with the Bloomberg free subscription, totally fantastic, definitely for the business users. Now the other thing that we can check out in here is, well, the New York Times. Well, I mean, the New York Times is something you can get from wherever, but no, I don't want to get breaking news things. But let's just head back in to the apps and look at the HandCom viewer. So now I'm just going to close off these multitasking windows because I feel like they look just a little bit messy on the display here. But what is going on with the HandCom Office viewer? So this is free, and if we say just Office download, you can see that there's a lot of different things that are available. So there's Excel, PowerPoint, and it's all optimized for the tablet. This is one of the stronger offerings, and it comes preloaded and it's free, so that's definitely going to save you money, or for the business user, it's definitely going to be something that they're after. I guess I could have just used close all. So if we just slide over to the right here, these are actually all the applications that Samsung has preloaded that are business focused. So WebEx is a virtual meeting, or you can take video calls, right, with a little bit more optimization for sharing remote PCs. So this can be used with your desktop, so if you forget files. That's something that I've recently learned. I've recently moved on to a desktop, and forgetting files has been one of the things that's making me crazy. So you can install it on your PC or laptop, and then you can have everything available on your tablet. So that's another really great business feature, e-meeting, another business-focused tool, create meetings, collaborate, sharing, screen sharing, right, all that kind of stuff. My files, so having a PC-like file manager, that's definitely one of the things that when you move from a PC onto an Android tablet, having a Windows manager makes it more, well, makes it quicker to move around, to be honest. Dropbox, very similar to Remote PC, but it's just for file sharing and optimization. I feel like I don't need to tell you about Dropbox. That's been around forever. I mentioned Bloomberg Business Week. This is a business-focused magazine, and you get a free subscription when you get this tablet. And then they're just pushing Samsung's apps, which are actually optimized, a lot of them for this large screen. I'm surprised that Samsung didn't include a keyboard dock to go along with it, but I do have to give them props about the virtual keyboard that comes with this. So if we head in here, we have the floating. So floating is great. If we have the, say, 4 applications up, we can just move it around and continue little tapping on it. But because it's 12.2 inches, we could actually use this as a keyboard. So they've included a laptop style with the number rows up on top here, full-size shift keys. So we could just try to, my name is Nicole. Now, looking at keyboards in general, this makes me crazy when the shift key is on the other side of the up arrow. When you go over to reach over, even on a regular keyboard, there's a reason why they don't do that, is because you'll often hit the up key, and then you'll start typing into the sentence above. That makes me crazy, but I mean, Samsung could easily fix that on a refresh for this. So I mean, it has the number keys, which are really good, but I would just kind of move the shift key over here, shrink the arrows. That would really optimize this keyboard. Samsung's magazine UX definitely is focused on business. If we swipe over, this is how it comes out of the box. Add to your schedule using S Planner. There's your calendar, email. There's your office. There's a business-focused website for getting articles. Now if we say just kind of hold down on here and say we change the layout so you can move things around, it'll kind of automatically show you. If you're lazy, now you can hit widgets. And then you see that there's a bunch of different ways that you can set up this home screen. So let's just say news, go over like this. Let's go back down to widgets. Then let's say technology and science. I want that there, pull that down, widget, and let's say business. There we go. This large form factor tablet actually comes in 2 versions, one that doesn't have the S Pen and one that does. So that's the Galaxy Tab 12.2 or the Galaxy Note 12.2. Personally, I would go with the Tab 12.2, save myself some money because I am not an S Pen user. If you are, then it's invaluable. Because if you're a pen freak, then you're a pen freak and there's no getting away from it. Personally, I'm not. But I can see the value in it. And if that's for you, then my God, this is the tablet for you. So those were the top 5 business features of the Samsung Galaxy Note Pro 12.2. I think that Samsung's in a really good start at making this a productivity tablet for business. If it's going to be enough to replace your laptop, we'll have to see. I'm actually going to be getting a unit for long-term review to see if I actually can replace my laptop. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up, and while you're at it, why don't you subscribe to our channel? I'm Nicole Scott for Mobile Geeks.